totally understand. Like, I'm going to take it very slow today. This is a whole new thing we're going to do because you guys got to understand is Inventor is very important as far as the families. You know, when you're going to create, say you don't have a certain part in one of the families for like mechanical or something like that, and you got to come up with that part so you can model it in your Revit model. So you got to go into Inventor and you got to create that part. And then once you create the part to full specs and everything, what it is, then you're going to import it into Revit, into that family, like the mechanical family, whatever it is. I'm not going to go into like full specifics and full details of. We're not going to do like a certain part for mechanical. We're just going to go through the sketches. I'm going to get you guys pulled up on the Google Drive. Here, let me share my screen. Let me do this one. No, wrong one. Hold on. This one right here. It's kind of the same thing, but I was designing a part right here. It's a little bit harder part. It's a lot of extrusions and stuff like that. Where an extrusion is basically you're going to take a 2D part and you're going to make it a 3D part. And so I'll show you that, guys, here in a little bit. But let's get into an easier sketch. Let me get into my Google Drive here. And then, so if you go to the shared with me, so we'll go back to the shared with me. I believe you guys have access to the Google Drive and everything, Napa, LMBIM, all that. So go ahead and get into the Napa, LMBIM. Then we're going to get into the Inventor folder right here. Okay. Then we're going to go over to practice files, then technical sketches. And then from here, you want to go into the study CAD CAM. Okay. Now, these aren't specific sketches to HVAC or anything like that, or electrical or anything like that. This is just random sketches to help you build parts and to help you understand the tools that you need to help you build these parts. So, like, we'll just get into sketch number one. As you can see, it's got all the dimensions on here, and what is it? You can just start basically building it in Inventor. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put hold on one second. Do this, and then we'll do Inventor, and then we're gonna go back to my part here. Okay, so I already built it, but I'll start over for you guys, so that way we can all get on the same page, and I can go through it step by step here. Okay. But first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get into the home, and we're going to go over to make sure you get to this location right here where you're at the home, where you can open a new file, new something like that. Okay. Make sure you get into that, and then let me know when you guys are set. You guys good? Got Inventor set up? Okay, cool. All right, so what we want to do now is we want to hit new. Let's do new, and then it's going to bring up this create a new file. Okay. And then now what you want to do is just make sure you're in the English folder, and then we're going to go over to standard right here, which is already highlighted. You're going to make sure you choose that, and then you're not going to choose anything else. You just make sure you choose that, and then you're going to push create. What's up, Ortiz? You got a question? You're muted, bro. Still can't hear you.
Hey, David, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Hitchum.
Hey man,
All right, you hear me now?
we appreciate you for your help, and can you please, I mean, take it slow a little bit. I mean, you're going
Oh,
too
okay.
fast
No,
for
no
me.
problem. I'm sorry. I'm sorry
Yeah,
about
can
that.
you
Thank you for letting me know.
yeah. Can you repeat the path where you find that folder with that file name? So,
Of
well,
course, of course.
yeah,
Here,
yeah.
let me go back. Um, we'll go to we'll go back to the home. Okay. Make sure you're at the home. Okay. And Ortiz, sorry. Go ahead.
All right, I'm in the drive, but you said once we get inside the drive, we go to the technical sketches.
Yes, you're gonna go. Okay. Here, let me go back through it again. You're gonna go to shared with me, then the Napa, and then you're gonna go over to Inventor, then practice files, then technical sketches. And then from there, you want to go into study CAD CAM. You see it right here? The study CAD CAM.
Okay, yep.
Once you get into that, then it's going to bring up all the sketches. There's like 100 sketches.
All right, I'll follow you. And we're into the first sketch.
Yeah, we're going to go into the very first sketch, which is a MPD1.
Got you.
Okay. And that's
All
going to
right,
bring up the sketch right here. Okay.
thank you. Yep.
All right. So Hitchum, are you at the home?
Yeah, I already got the file downloaded. Thanks, David.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. So you guys got a new part going and everything like that? You're on a new part and then you're on like a blank page just like this? Everybody at the same page?
Yeah.
All right,
Yes,
cool.
sir.
All right. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna come up here to the corner where it says 2D sketch. Okay. And just go ahead and click on that and then make sure you hit 2D sketch. Start a 2D sketch. Okay. So it's gonna bring up a bunch of vertical axes, X, Y, Z, all that. Okay. Now it doesn't really matter at this point which one you kind of choose, but what we want to do is we want to be able to look down at the part. So we're just going to choose the horizontal one. Okay. And then once you choose the horizontal one, you can get into this cross right here. Okay. So once you're there, now we can start sketching. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to come up here and we're going to go to the line. Okay. Actually, my bad. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the rectangle. Go back. Let's go to the rectangle. Okay. Instead, it's going to be a lot easier. That way, you can get your dimensions a lot easier and stuff. But I'll show you guys how to do that here in a second. So what you're going to do is it's going to create it from the central point. Okay. So you're going to hit the center, and then you're just going to make a square. Okay. At this point, it does not matter because we're going to resize it. I'm going to show you guys how to resize it. Okay. So you can just make a general square just like that and then push escape. So you're out of that action. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to come up to the very top of the toolbar again up here. And we're going to go up to dimension. Okay. We're going to click dimension. And then we're going to just click this first line first. Okay. Then what it's going to do is you're going to go down to the bottom line. Okay. And then you're going to bring it out here so you can actually read it. Okay. And then you're going to click it one more time and it's going to bring up the edit dimension little tab. You guys got that? Cool. Hitchum, you okay? You got it?
I'm just looking at the dimension on your.
Okay. Do you want me to repeat the process or you good?
No, you're good. You're good. I'm
Okay.
just getting close so I can read the
Okay.
dimensions.
Well, if you can
Gotcha.
repeat it for me, because when you got to that escape part, hit escape part, it just
Yeah.
erased the box for me. I just ended up just
Oh, it
double
erased the
clicking.
box. So you got to make sure you click it so it stays. And then you push escape.
Okay.
Here, let me repeat. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
repeat the whole step now. Repeat the whole step.
Yep, no problem, guys. Okay, we're gonna go up to the rectangle up here on the top, and
Yes,
then you're
sir.
gonna go to the center,
Yep.
and then you're gonna take it and go. Just it doesn't matter what size at this point. Okay,
Okay.
then you're gonna
Yeah.
click it one more time, so it goes
Okay.
all purple. Okay, then you're gonna hit escape. Okay,
Okay. All right.
and then what you're gonna do from here is you're gonna go back up to that toolbar up here, and you're gonna go to the dimension part. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So we're all on the same page now. We're all at the dimension part.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. No problem. No problem. And then so now the next step is you're going to click that first line. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Then you're going to go all the way down. You're going to follow it, and you're going to go down to that bottom line. And then you're going to put it out here so that way you can read it on there.
Yeah.
And then it's going to bring up the dimensions. So on the page over here, it says on the outside
What
diameter
question, though?
here.
How did you get that dimension edit? I'm out.
So you're gonna click it one more time at the very end. Once you bring it out, you're gonna click it one more time, and then it's gonna bring up the edit dimension little tab.
Gotcha.
Okay, cool.
I'm with you now.
All right, so now it's gonna highlight it, so that way you can just start typing in what the dimension is at that point. Okay, so we're gonna type in 100. Okay, most likely all your default Inventor is at inches and feet. Okay, so I don't know at this point if your thing is not set at inches and feet. At this point, I don't know how to set the units on Inventor yet. So you'll just have to work with me, and if you can't follow along actually what I'm doing, then just kind of just look at what I'm doing, so that way you have a better understanding. But okay, so we're gonna push 100, and we're gonna push the check mark. Okay, now it's gonna disappear. Okay, and you're like, whoa, where'd my thing go? But all you have to do is zoom out. Okay, all it did was resize it, and it made it a lot bigger, obviously. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing on this other side. Same exact thing for the left and the right. Come out, click it one more time, so that way you can bring up your edit dimensions. And that's going to be 100 as well, because as you can see on the edit, on the specs over here, it's 100 inches and 100 inches. So we're going to put 100 inches. Okay, and then we're going to push check mark, and then it's going to make it the same size. Okay, so now we've got our base right there. We've got our square. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to do the extrude, which is going to make the thickness right here at the bottom. You see that? You see that down there? It's got the thickness of 5. That's how thick that piece of that part is going to be. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to the left side. It's called our model. It's our properties tab basically on this side. Can you see that? And it's going to bring up all of your sketches, everything that you did. Okay. So we're going to, finish. Oh, sorry. My bad. I'm going to go back one step here. You have to make sure you click finish. So that way you get out of that sketch mode. Okay. So click finish and zoom back out. Okay. So you have your square. Okay. And then back to that step I was saying, you're going to go back over to this model properties tab over here on this side, on the left-hand side. And you're going to choose sketch, your sketch. Okay. So it's going to highlight the whole sketch now. Okay. Now you've got your whole sketch highlighted, and there's some tools that just came up right here. Or you can use the tools that are up here on your toolbar up here. Most of the time when I'm, building a part and I'm doing it, I'm just clicking it in these tools down here, because most of the time these are the tools you're going to use. You're either going to do an extrude, which we're going to do right now. I'm going to show you here in a second. Or you do a resolve. I haven't got into the resolve part yet, so I'm not going to get into that because that's a little difficult. But I'll be learning that here, I think, in my next class. So, and then there's the edit sketch, which you can edit your sketch that you just did. And then this is a make sketch invisible, but you don't want to do that. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to extrude it. We're going to make it thick. We're going to make it 5 inches thick now. Okay, we're going to hit the extrude. And it's going to bring up this little tab right here. Okay, it's called the little properties tab for the extrude. Okay, so now what it's going to do by default is it's going to, since you selected your sketch in the beginning and then you went extrude, it's already selected, so it's going to extrude. Right now it's extruding 1 inch, but we want to make sure it's going 5 inches instead. If you look over the dimensions over here on the sketch, it says 5 inches right here on the thickness of the whole part. Okay, so we're going to go 5 inches. We'll just put 5 and enter. Okay, now you got your square and it's extruded and you're good to go. Okay, so now what we're going to do, am I going a little too fast? Are you guys doing okay? We're good?
You're good.
All right, cool. Sweet. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do the circle in the center. Okay, but this circle is not just a circle on the face. It's not just a drawn out circle on the face. It's actually going inside of the part. If you can see that, it's extruding down into the part about 4 inches. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to select the face of this. Make sure you're selecting the face. Okay, now what we're going to do is not go over to edit sketch. We're going to do create sketch. Okay, because we're creating a new sketch on top of that. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. So from here, we're going to go up to the toolbar up here again, and we're going to do a circle. Okay, this time. Okay, so this circle, it goes from the center and it goes out. Okay, now at this point, the circle is not important on what the size is, because like I said, we can resize it. I'll show you how to do that here. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom in here so that way I get my center here, and I'm just gonna go out. You know, if you look over on the sketch over here on this side, it says 59. And as you're doing your circle, you can kind of get it close. You're never going to get it right on 59. It's always just going to be right in that, unless you like zoom in really, really tight and you can go really slow with the circle. But just kind of get it in the area. Like here, I'll move 58, whatever. Okay. Now I'm going to zoom back out. Okay. Now we got our circle. Cool. Now we're going to push escape. Okay. Now we got our circle. What we're going to do now is we're going to do the dimension again. So we're going to go back up to that dimension tab, back up here on the top. And we're going to just click the outside. And it's going to basically go from, side to side. You're going to bring it out here so that way you can read it. It's a lot easier to read outside here than, say inside here, because you're going to start, doing more. Say this is a more complicated part and you got more things that have to go in there. So that's why I suggest you put your dimension out here so that way you can read it. Now, so what that dimension is 59. So now we're going to type in 59. Okay. And we're going to push. Okay. So now that's at 59. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come up to the top here and we're going to push finish. Okay. Now that we got our circle, we're cool. So, you know how I told you to select the face on the last time? But right here, I'm only select the face unless I get on this circle right here. So it's kind of hard to select another sketch that's on top of a sketch. So what I do is you just go over this model tab over here, and you're going to go over to sketch 2 and just highlight it. So that brings up that toolbar again. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do another extrude. But you see how it's going up? See how it's going up? That's not what we want. We want it to go down into the part. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to the direction. It's the behavior of the properties tab here. Okay. So the direction, it's saying it's going up right now. Okay. So we can do this one, which is flipped, and now it's going down. It's going through the part. But it's set at 5 inches. So it's going all the way through. Now we got a hole in our part. We don't want that. So now we're going to do 4 inches. Okay. And it's going to leave a hole, but it's not going to go all the way through. Okay. So we're going to come over here and we're going to push OK. Now that we've got that set, we can start doing the edges. The edges are called what's called a chamfer. Okay. So, excuse me. What we're going to go do is we're going to go back up here to extrusion 1, and we're going to, no, not that one. My bad. We're going to do sketch this one right here. Take it. Yeah. We're going to do edit sketch. Now, once you get here, then you can go up to your toolbar. Here, let me go back over that one more time. So you're going to go over your menu tab over here. Okay. Let's go finish. Let me go back over that one more time. Okay. So we're in the extrusion 2, but I can't see my this space here because it's not a sketch. It's the extrusion. So right here, it's not this extrusion, but this extrusion. So we don't want to choose that one though. We want to come over here to the face. So we're going to click out of that and we're going to hit the face like that. Okay. Let me make sure. Yeah, and then we're going to, yep. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I got a quick question. Whenever I click on my circle, or whenever I click on the left side of the little properties thing and I click on extrude, it doesn't pull up like a menu. I'm not sure why, but yeah.
You have multiple screens,
Yeah.
multiple monitors. Your little property tab might have transferred over to one of your other monitors.
It's hiding. Okay, I feel like a dumbass.
Yeah, it does that to me all the time because what will happen is you could put your say you got your Inventor on this screen, like you're seeing my screen right now, but
Yeah.
I had it on this other screen for a little while when I was doing some and doing some stuff. So when I was bringing up that properties tab, it was always coming up on this screen. So what you got to do is find it and then bring it back over to your other screen. So that way it keeps popping up to your screen what you're working on.
Okay.
Yeah,
thanks,
I've
man.
had that problem too. Yeah, it's like where the heck is it?
Yeah. Can you show me how
Okay.
you made it go into the part? Because I know you
Yeah.
on that. I got stuck there at that part. Sorry.
Yeah, of course. Here, let me go back. I'm gonna go back a few steps if you guys don't mind. Let me repeat a couple of steps so you guys can get it a little bit better. I might be going a little fast. I'm sorry about that. I'm kind of new at this teaching thing. Lewis asked me to, do this and help him out. So I'm gonna go back a few steps and I'm gonna repeat what I just did, and so that way we're all on the same page. Okay?
Yeah, I think you're doing pretty damn good though.
Thank you. I
You're doing
appreciate
good.
it.
You're doing good, David. Keep doing your thing. Just slow it down a little bit. You're doing good.
Okay, cool. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. All right, so let me go back. Let me push finish. Okay, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit this undo button. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. You guys don't have to do it because if you guys are already at a certain step and you guys don't want to go back and repeat it, no problem. I'll repeat it so you guys can follow along. Okay. So I'm all the way back here at my last step here. Let me see here. There we go. Okay. So I only have one extrusion now, and I have one sketch. Okay. So now we're at our sketch that we just did, the circle. Okay. Remember that we did the circle and we put it to the dimensions and everything. Okay. So now that we selected the sketch 2, okay. See how I selected the sketch 2 in the model property tab here? It's highlighted just the blue. You see just the blue? That means it highlighted just that sketch. Okay. So now what we're going to do, you see the little toolbar that came up when you highlighted it? You're going to hit that extrude button right there. Create extrude. Okay. Now you see how it went up? Because I don't have it, going the right direction at this point. So we already got our distance A, which is the 4 inches. Okay, that's what we want. We want the 4 inches. Okay, but so there's different directions here on this behavior on the properties tab. You come to the behavior tab and it says direction. Right now it's on the out, so we can flip it to where it goes down. You see how that?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So now that we're there, we're gonna push OK. Because we don't need to do anything with that extrude anymore. That's done. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go up to, we're going to just choose the face of this, like I did. Just choose the face. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go edit sketch. Okay. Make sure you're in the edit sketch. You want me to do that one more time?
Oh, yeah. Yes, please.
Yep, no problem. We'll go finish, choose the face, and then you can see the little pencil right here. It says edit sketch on the little toolbar. Okay, so go ahead and click that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to come up to the toolbar up here. Okay, we've got a bunch of different options here. We got the line, we got the circle, the arc, rectangle. I kind of showed you the rectangle. I showed you the rectangle. I showed you guys the circle. Okay, you could also make the square with the line tab too, but that's making one line, then making another one, then making another one, and making another one. So that's why I suggested go over to the rectangle and just do the rectangle, because you can go from the center and make your rectangle and then dimension it out. Okay. So like I said, let's go back up to the tab up here. All your actions up here. And you're going to go to the fillet. Okay. Now what it's going to do is going to put like a curve or a chamfer. Okay. But we don't want fillet because that's a curve. We want the chamfer. If you come over here to the dimensions, as you can see, it comes to a certain point on here that it just goes down at an angle, at a certain degree of an angle. Okay. Now, what we need to do is click this little arrow tab right next to the fillet. You can see the little tiny arrow tab right there. Okay. And it's going to bring up chamfer. Okay. As long as you choose that chamfer, this little properties tab will come up, 2D chamfer. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to choose this one and this one, just like that. Just choose both those lines, the top and the left one. Okay. Because you're trying to chamfer this corner. Okay. Now it's not going to show up at 0.125 of an inch. Okay. You're barely going to see that, especially at 100 inches. Okay. So I'm looking at it like this. If you go over to this side on the sketch, and you could see that from center to center of the holes that we're going to do here in a little bit, they're at 80. Okay. But the dimensions to outside are what? 100. Okay. That's a difference of 20. Okay. All I did was cut that in half, cut the 20 in half, and I did 10. Okay. Don't ask me where I came up with that. I just do halves, halves, and halves. As I always do the half, half, and half. Because you look at it like this. You got 100 inches, and then you got 80 between those, because you got this point and this point. It's 80 inches. Okay? So that's a difference of 20 inches between here and here. So I'm going to go 10 inches. That's the halfway point between this point and the half and here. So that's how I came up with it. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. Maybe it kind of doesn't. That's just the way my brain works. But being an electrician for over 15 years, I kind of took those skills of that and I put it into this. Okay. So you got a question, John? Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I follow your method, but I was just wondering what that C10 meant then
The C10.
on the diagram itself.
Yeah. So see, it has to do with the sketch, and I'm not sure what that meant either. And I asked
Okay.
the instructor that last time, but he didn't get into that yet. So I'm still waiting on that. But this is the way C10 would be the inches, and that's the way I took it, as 10 inches, you know. But I don't want you to see like C10 center 10. That's the way I thought of it. But
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know
kinda
if
what I
I'm
was
correct. I
thinking.
don't know if I'm correct on that. That's why I didn't want to explain it to you like that. So
Okay.
that's why I explained it in such a way where my brain was working. You know what I mean? Sorry
Yeah,
if I
I followed you
confused you.
either way. Okay.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So let's think of it, that C10 as center 10. Okay. So we got 10 inches to that center. That's 20, just like I was saying. So we're gonna do 10 inches in here. Okay. So we're gonna erase that. We're gonna do 10 and enter. Okay. It didn't do it as much as I thought it was going to do. Okay. All right. Maybe I was wrong on that. Let's go ahead and do 20. Okay. Let's just do the 20 so that way we can actually see it. Okay. So let me go back a step here. Let's get back into the chamfer. Okay. Make sure you're back into that 2D chamfer properties tab. Okay. And then let's do 20 instead. Okay. So we're going to do 20. Then we're going to choose this one and this one. And we're going to push OK. Okay, that's not that bad. Okay. I think that might be a little too much. Okay. This is where I was trying to tell you earlier. You guys kind of play around with it, you know, to make it kind of look, it doesn't have to be exact as far as these angles all the time, but you always got to make sure you're exact with your dimensions of the actual part, you know, outside, inside, all that stuff. Okay.
I think it
So-
actually might have been 10.
It might have been 10, huh?
Yeah, because 20 looks huge.
The C
20 looks
actually does
huge,
stand
but
for
we went to
chamfer on
10 and it was like very small. It doesn't make any sense to me. So what we're gonna do, let's go back. Okay. Let's do that again. Okay. Let's type in 10. Then let's click these. Okay, now it looks a lot better. I don't know why it went to that really small one, but whatever. We got it resolved. So I think what happened is you got to type in the dimensions first. Type in the dimension first in that distance, then click your lines.
Got you.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I think that's what happened there. Okay. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to keep going with that. We're going to click this one and we're going to
Hey,
click
David,
this one.
can I?
Yes, sir.
David, can I share something?
Yes, sir.
If it's gonna make it easier for you guys to make your chamfer, I mean, you hit your chamfer and you select the side. Once you select it, you drag it to where you want to make your chamfer to the other side. Once it gives you that green light, one click, and you should make that chamfer. And you can adjust the dimension using that.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can by
If
clicking
that's
on
gonna
it.
make, that's how I did it, and if that's gonna make it easy, you can do that.
Okay, cool. Thanks, man. Cool. All right, so like I was saying, we're just going to continue. Since we already have our dimension now we can just keep going with the chamfer all the way around. So we're going to keep clicking each side. Now we got 3 done. Now we got 4 done. Okay. So now that we got our chamfer done and we got our main piece done, cool, we're good. So let's make sure that we're doing this right. We're going to push OK. We're going to push finish. And now we did. Okay. We got all 4 sides chamfered on all 4 sides. Okay. So now it actually looks like our part. So another cool thing is, I know you guys in Navisworks and Revit, we have, you know, the orbit, pan, and zoom and stuff like that. So you got that little toolbar here on this side as well. So if you guys didn't see that, so that way you can go, hey, I can go pan, I can go like this, center your part on the page, okay, or you can go orbit, and that way you can look at the face of it and you look at every part. So, okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to select that face again. Here, when you're in orbit or in any of these tabs right here, go ahead and just push escape. And that way you'll get your mouse pointer back. All you have to do. The best thing to do if you're in a action and you can't get out of it, just push escape. Push escape and you'll get out of that and you'll get back to your mouse pointer here. Okay. So now what we want to do, moving right along here. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. You guys want to take a little break, or do you guys want to just keep going?
Well, I just need to.
And I have a quick question.
I can't click my sides.
Okay,
Trying to get my
hold on one
sides to go to a chamfer.
What was that?
So I'm trying to click the sides to chamfer, and it just won't do it for some reason.
Okay. Now, did you when you first selected, did you select the face?
So
Like that?
I'm in sketch 1.
Okay, so yeah, you don't want to be in sketch 1. Okay. You want to get back out of that, and you want to make sure that you're in this. Hold on.
Extrusion 1?
Which is the face. It's not the actual sketch, it's the actual face.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So make sure you're in this face, and then you're gonna come up to the. Oh my bad. You're gonna come up to the what is it? Edit. Yeah, edit sketch. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Now you're gonna go up to chamfer.
Can I have a question?
That's the one I missed.
Okay. Cool. So you're in the chamfer mode now.
Yeah. So then what? I'm in chamfer mode. Selecting 10 inches.
Yeah. So now you want to put in the distance. You want to put 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you want to select your sides like this. It'll highlight green.
Yep.
Boom. Select that one, and then select the other one, and then keep going around to all the sides.
See, that's what I'm missing. So I'm selecting a side. Am I clicking?
You want to share your screen?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and share your screen.
Right there. You see me?
Okay, so right now you're not in the chamfer. Okay, so go ahead and push finish, real quick.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yep. Now what you want to do is select the face. Okay, there you go. Okay. Now push edit sketch. Yep.
And then go to
now chamfer. You're going to go up to the chamfer. Yep.
Right.
Okay. Just type in 10.
Yeah, I got 10. Oh.
Don't push OK. Don't push OK.
I got you.
Okay. Now you're going to go over to, and there you go. Perfect. Exactly. Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Yep. No problem. No problem. All right. Let me share my screen again.
Quick question.
Yes, sir.
I have a quick question. At the end of this project, are we gonna export these to Revit?
No. What is it? Lewis asked me.
We're just gonna to work on this model. Sorry, it's just I know it's nothing we're just playing right now. Apologize for the rest of the class, but I'm just kind of worried about it.
No. He asked me to do Inventor tonight. So that way on the next BIM lab, we're gonna take this part that we're modeling, and we're going to save it at the end. And he's going to teach us how to import it into Revit into a family.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. So this is a process. He couldn't make it tonight, obviously, you know that. And he asked me to go over whatever I feel is I can teach the best right now. Revit is I can teach it, no problem, but I don't know how far everybody is in Revit. And in Inventor, I know that everybody's still at the beginning of Inventor right now. And I rather start at the beginning of a part here. That way we can go through it all together. You guys can get it. And then the next BIM lab, Lewis will be in it, and he's going to teach how to import this part after we're done making it into a Revit family. Okay. It's not going to go into a certain Revit family, obviously, because it's not like, come on, like, what is this part for? It's not for electrical, you know, it's not for like, it might be for plumbing, you know, or something like that. That's what I'm thinking it is for. But he's gonna show us. He's gonna show us how to import this part right into a family. And then that way, when we go and take the test, we can make parts and import those parts into a family and then model with those parts in Revit. And that's the whole goal. It's right there. Okay. So, all right, let me get right back into it. Frank, you're more than welcome to, chime in, whatever you want. I'm just kind of trying to go over an easy part so that way everybody can stay on the same page here and not get lost because, the Inventor video recording that Eluth did a while back, he did a kind of a difficult part, but I was still getting it and it was not a problem. But I just want to make sure everybody can follow along so we can keep going. And that way you guys can kind of get the gist of it and the easy parts of this. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
So
that's why I was asking because I mean I have this project already done, and if
No.
if anybody needs something like can ask me, is just straightforward. I'm gonna be okay to help, but I don't know. I have nothing to fix to you, man. You did great.
Okay, thanks, man. Okay. So yeah, and one thing about Frank is very good with Inventor and the family stuff. He knows how to import that stuff already and stuff, but he's going to be in on the next class with us as well with Lewis, and we're going to go over it all together so that way we all get it at the same time. We're all on the same page. Okay. So let me move on here. We're kind of running out of time here. Now what we're going to do, since we all got our chamfer now on the part and we got our base built, we got our hold, we got our extrude done in the center. We're going to do okay, then we're going to do finish, and it's going to bring up that part. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the same exact thing. We're going to select the face and we're going to go create sketch, not edit sketch. We're going to create sketch. Okay. Then we're going to come up to the circle up here, circle sketch. And we're just kind of going to put it right here. Okay. We're going to make it around, 4.8. These are the dimensions I came up with. Is, as you can see, it says 4-08. Okay. And we got 4-05. Okay. So it's basically telling you the actual hole that's going to go all the way through, and then the countersink. Okay. So we're going to just do our hole first. Okay.
Hey, David, I think that means there's 4 at 5 inches. There's 4
4
holes
at 5 inches.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, you're totally right. Actually, you're right. Thank you. I appreciate that.
And the top's 4 at 8 on that chamfer.
Okay. Cool. So what I did is I just kind of did a kind of a 4-inch. It's around It doesn't tell you what size hole to do though. That's the thing. or does it?
Yeah, the
Yes, see.
odd 5 is the hole. Odd 8
The-
is the top hole.
Okay.
I think you mean like it doesn't show
No,
down.
so okay, so the top hole is 8 and the bottom hole is 5. Okay.
Right. It
So
doesn't
what we're
show
gonna
at what point the hole, I guess, changes shape.
yes, exactly. Does the countersink. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's a countersink at 90 degrees, as you can see. So at the top part, it's 8. At the bottom part, it's 5. Okay. So let's go ahead and just do the 4 point whatever I put there. Okay, because we're gonna we can do the dimension with that. We can make it the size we want. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is go up to the dimension, or we're gonna hit escape. Make sure you hit escape, and now you're gonna hit the dimension. And now you got your dimension right here. You bring it out here, and we're gonna type 8. Okay. Now it disappeared. Okay, because it brought it all the way out here. Now, here's the
David,
thing.
I have a question. What's the
Yes, sir.
diameter? What's the diameter on those holes?
It's going to be 8 on the
So
top part.
what the way I did it is I did another square inside. The first one we did 100 on 100. I did the second one 80 on 80. So I went on each corner of that at the center of my 8 diameter circle.
So, what did you do exactly? So explain that again.
So I made or I drew another square 80 by 80, and I went a circle on each corner of that square to do my
Okay.
8-inch diameter on each corner. I think I mean that's how I did it.
No, that's actually a very good way to do it. That actually helps you out because it brings us. It helps line up all these holes too.
Yeah.
You know, this is the way that they were teaching us. So I'm just trying to kind of teach you the way I was taught. And look, I am learning just like you guys. So I might be wrong on some of this stuff. Like I was saying in the beginning, I'm not an expert with this stuff. Now there might be a better way of doing this. If Frank has a better way of doing it, I'd be more than open to it. Now that's a very good idea, Hitchup, is doing another square inside of this square on top of that face. So now you know on each one of those points you got
And
a
I
circle.
go back ahead and I delete my square, the 80 by 80. And once I did my holes, so
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay. So let's you know what? Let's go back. Let's do that instead. How about that? Let's go with that step. Maybe it'll make it a little bit easier because I honestly was having a little trouble with this part. To be honest.
I don't know,
So
when I moved my holes, I had a reference line show up, and it centered it with those 2 points.
oh, okay, cool. Okay, so you just basically took your hole and you moved it.
Yeah. Oh, I did it as
Okay,
I
so-
was creating the sketch, though. I don't know if that matters, but
I don't think that's gonna work.
See what you're saying, where the little purple, it's like little purple dotted lines show up and it lines
yeah,
up the
yep.
corner. Oh, I'm seeing that too just now.
So it brings it to both corners.
Yeah, exactly. So mine's not doing that. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't
That's
see
probably
it
why I
really.
was having
Weird.
trouble. Yeah, see, there's a lot of inputs that you can put make it a lot easier for yourself. Now, we haven't got into those technical parts yet, where they're teaching us to put these different things on where it can line up with this and line up with that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, maybe it was because I was doing it while I was still in dimensions. I don't know.
maybe.
Man, I went ahead and just drew some extra lines and then just deleted them once I got the circles lined up.
That's a good idea. That's
Yeah,
actually a really good idea.
yeah, just a little bypass.
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to kind of confuse you guys. You know,
Oh no,
I'm
you're
doing
fine, brother.
I'm
We're
doing
all
the best I
learning
can
together.
here. So I moved mine. All you have to do that is here. Let's go back. Let me go back one more time. Okay. So obviously mine got sent out there. So all you have to do is highlight it, the outside, and then you can drag it. And you can drag it wherever you need it. Okay. Now I'll put it there, and I'm just gonna push. I'm gonna push escape, and then we're gonna do another hole inside of that hole. Okay. So you want to do another circle inside of that circle. So go to the very center, and we're gonna do that at 5 inches, obviously. Okay. So we'll put it at 4.8, obviously, whatever. Then we'll come up to the dimensions. Okay. Put your dimension out there, push 5. Okay, now it's going to put it to 5. Okay. So let me get back over to here. That way you guys can see it. So now that we got our 2 holes, now what we want to do is the hole, the actual hole. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to push escape, and then we're going to push finish. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to come through here. I don't want to select the face. I don't want to do any of that. I want to make sure I'm selecting that inner hole. Okay. So once you get there, you select that inner circle. Make sure you select that one, and we're going to go over to hole, create hole. Okay. Now it's going to bring up this. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to the dimension. We're going to come over here to this one. Sorry. Make sure it's on countersink on the seat. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come here to down here to the dimensions where you got your top, you got your bottom, and then you got how long it's going to be. Okay. So obviously we already got our 5 inches because it's a 5-inch thick part. Okay. So we're going to put in that 5 inches right there on this dimension, which is the depth. Okay. That's from the top to the very bottom. Okay. Now we're going to come up here and we're going to put in 8 inches. Okay. And push out of that. And we're going to come over here to the bottom one and we're going to push 5. Okay. I think that's how it is. Yeah. Hold on one second, guys. This one? No. There it goes. Okay. You got to make sure you select the very center. Okay. After you put your dimensions in. So once you get all your dimensions in, you got your 8, you got your 5, you got your 5. Okay. Now you can select the center, which I did already, and it's going to create a hole. Okay. Now we're going to push. Okay. Let's see if everything's correct here. I think what we're going to do with the drill point, I think we're going to do that instead. Yeah, we'll do that one instead. Okay. And then obviously we got to make sure it's at a 90-degree angle. And the last thing, because that's what it calls for. It calls for a 90-degree angle. Okay. Now we're going to push. Okay. Now we got our hole. Pretty cool, huh? Now what we do, we can hit the orbit tab, and we can see that it going all the way through. It's a hole all the way through. Okay? Cool. So now what we're going to do is we'll hit escape so that we're out of that. And Okay, so now we're going to come over to that tab on the left-hand side, which is the model properties tab. And we want to select the whole hole, okay? Make sure you're selecting the whole hole. Now what we're going to do, this one. Sorry guys. My bad. Trying to find the copy tab. You can push copy right here. Okay. So we're going to do copy. I think we got to choose the face first, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, I skipped a step. Because last time when I did it, I was able to choose the whole thing and I was able to copy the whole thing. But in this sense, what we can do is just repeat the process at this point. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to select the face. Okay. And let's just repeat that process, that same process. Okay. We're going to come up here to, edit. Okay. Circle. And we're going to do another circle right here. Okay.
How did you get it to go? I'm sorry. How did you get it to go back to that overhead view? Did you just click, or I missed what you clicked?
Here, let me go back. So what do you mean overhead view?
Oh, like how? Wait, never mind. I think I got it figured out.
Hey, you always have to push the finish tab up on the top. It's a finish check
Oh,
mark.
that's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Make sure you hit the finish check mark, and then you're going to go ahead and select the face. And then we're going to get into edit, and then we're going to do a circle. Okay.
Thank you.
Yep, no problem. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do a circle, another circle. Okay. And we're going to do the dimension. Out here, 8, check mark. Then we're going to kind of zoom in so that way we have a better shot at here. Okay. Then we're going to do another circle inside of that circle. Okay. And then we're going to do dimension. 5. Oh, check mark. Okay. Now we got that one done. Oh, excuse me. Now we can push finish. Okay. Now it's not going to show up on it right away because we don't have it's invisible at this point. This one. Oh, it took the whole sketch. Okay. Oh, you know why? Because I did edit sketch. I did edit sketch instead of create new sketch. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete this. We're going to go here. Undo. Do. Undo. And undo. So, okay, so we're going to go finish. Now what we're going to do is we're going to click the face and we're going to go to create sketch. Sorry, guys. That's my fault. Okay. Do the same thing. Circle. Okay. Going to do dimension. Just I always find it easier doing it like this instead of trying to mess around with your mouse trying to get the exact measurement. And we'll push 8. Okay. And we're going to do another circle. And this one. Cool. And we're going to do 5, check mark, and then we're going to finish. Okay, so now we can see our actual sketch. Okay, so now what we want to do is make sure that we have, we're going to get back into this sketch here, and we're going to, let's say edit. No, not edit. I just want to get the dimension of that, which is, well, I guess we don't need to get that dimension yet. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do another hole. We're going to click this one, and we're going to do hole. Okay, get back into the hole tab. We're going to do another one. Okay, let's go through all the, it's pretty much all set. You got it. It's going to do the same thing. So what you can do up here is on this very top tab of the properties tab, once you bring up the hole, is it says last used, which these are the dimensions we use last on this hole right here. So we don't really need to do anything. All we got to do is select it at this point, and it's done. Okay. So I'm going to go back a step here just to help you do this a lot quicker. Okay. But I'm just going to tell you it real quick. Okay. So you know how we just made our sketch of this hole. Okay. When you're doing that sketch, go ahead and make your other hole sketches too. Don't do one at a time. Because now what you got is you already got your dimensions set from this hole. So all you got to do is go through, click that, do a hole, and then you're gonna go to this one, you're gonna go to that one, and you're gonna go to that one. It's gonna do a hole in each one. Okay. So now that we got our hole in that one, we're gonna push OK. Now we got 2 holes. Cool. Looks like we're running out of time. Kind of getting towards the end. I wanted to leave a little bit of time at the end for some more questions. I know it's a little hard to follow along with something new as this. You know, you guys, we all haven't had that much training with Inventor and stuff like that. So I'll answer your questions the best I can. And if you do have questions, maybe Frank can help answer them as well. And so let's just, for the rest of the time, maybe next 10, 15 minutes, we'll just do some question Q&A. And if you guys want to just keep modeling your part, you can keep going through with it and keep doing it. So that way, just kind of a little bit of homework, so to speak. Let's get this part done, okay? And let's get it saved. And once you save it to your whatever file you want to save it to, so that way you can bring it up next time when we.
All right, thanks a lot, David. Yeah, I mean, I already got mine saved and done. You guys have a good weekend, and I'll see you next time. Enjoy it.
All right, Hitchum. Thank you very much. John, you had a question? You're muted, bro. Can't hear you.
Oh, my fault. I was just gonna ask. I'm done too. It's cool if we just bounce off then.
Of course, of course. If you guys are done, you don't want to deal with me anymore. I totally understand. No, I'm just kidding. No, you guys can head
if you got more to talk about, I mean, I'll stay on.
No, I honestly, it's a little bit of a repeat process. Yeah, as you could see.
Gotcha. Yeah.
It's honestly, let's just do the last 2 holes. Make sure your dimensions are right on the 80 to center to each hole. Okay.
Yep.
And if you guys have questions before the next Friday BIM Lab, you can chat with me on Microsoft Teams or hit me up on my SCD Builders corporate account. I'll leave it in the chat so you guys have it. Or you can hit up Frank. Frank is available too, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you can hit up Frank too if you have questions.
Yeah,
about
David,
anything.
I have a question before you leave, please. Just
yes, sir.
I made those holes in a different way. So can you show me just the setup of the hole that you did?
Yeah, of course. So I'll do it from start to finish. We'll do another hole real quick while we're still here.
Yeah, just
So we're
the
gonna.
third or the fourth one. I don't really.
Okay, cool. So I'll just do, the face there. We'll do create new sketch.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're gonna do a circle right here. Okay, it's not really centered. I know. I'm trying the best I can here.
Yeah, I'm just worried about the hole. So don't just don't
No,
worry about that.
yeah. So make sure you get your dimensions. Make sure your dimensions of your hole are correct first. That's one of the main things. And so that because you're going to create a circle inside of a circle. Okay, so let's move this a little bit. It will not let me move it. Okay, there it goes. Okay, so we got that there. Now we're gonna do another circle real quick. Okay, and dimension. Okay, just 5. Check mark. Okay, now we're gonna choose that inner hole, that inner circle. Okay, Frank?
All right.
And then, oh, did I do it wrong? No. Yeah, okay, make sure you push escape when you get out of the dimension. Sorry about that. Okay, choose your inner hole, and then you're gonna go, not doing it. Oh, finish. My bad. Sorry. Got to do finish. Now choose your inner hole, your inner circle, and you're going to go over to that hole tab right here. The create hole.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's going to bring up that properties tab for a hole.
Yeah, hold it right there, please. Hold it just right there.
Okay, so
I don't see any side because that's actually what I'm looking for.
is your properties tab coming up just like this, Frank?
Yeah, it's kind of different, and that's actually why I was.
Do you have 2025 edition?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's why I see. I'm working with
not sure about that
2026
right now. Let me just share my screen real quick because I
Yeah, go
actually
ahead.
deleted. That's it's fun because I deleted on the way I did it. I deleted just to repeat it again.
Okay.
Because right now I'm in this point, but you see my setup here.
Yes. Okay, so now, so what you want to do is you don't have a countersink option.
That's why. I mean, I
Yep.
did it in a completely different way. I'm not saying
I would say choose this last one, the seat where it says seat, and you go to that last one on the right. Yeah, that one. Do that one.
Yep. You see, there's no angle.
Yeah, there's no angle. That's stupid. Okay, so you do have 2026 edition. What the heck?
I don't know. I don't know how 2026, but you see what I mean?
Yeah. So you're not getting what we're getting.
Interesting, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty interesting, bro. That doesn't make any sense.
Anyways, it's okay. It's nothing crazy, but
Maybe make your properties tab bigger. Maybe it's not big enough.
No, I mean, so point position, behavior, transition.
Like the actual size to it. The actual size. Yeah, you know what? I think I see it. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, the actual size. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, it was hiding from you. There you go.
Okay.
Now you type in all those dimensions. Yeah, exactly.
No,
it's all good, man. I don't think we would have figured that out if I didn't say make your properties tab a little bit bigger. That's what I've been noticing too. A lot of my properties tabs have been a lot smaller, and then I can't see them or they're hiding on another page.
Yeah, my monitor is not that big, so I try to save space to work on.
Yes. Okay, I got you. Okay, cool. So that solves that. Okay, cool. Perfect. All right. So, any more questions, guys, or anything like that? Like I said, you guys can get a hold of me on my SCD Builders account. I'll leave it in the chat before the end of the class. You guys can take the rest of the time to model, or you guys can get out right now and whatever you guys want to do. It's totally up to you. But if you have some more questions, I'm here. Let me put my email in the chat here.
Thanks, David. Have a good one.
Thank you. You have a great one.